Shiva. Action!
Satguru Nanak pargatya mitti tund jag janan hoa. Satguru Nanak pargatya mitti tund jag janan hoa. Jo kar suraj nikle तारे छपे अंधेर पलोआ तारे छपे अंधेर पलोआ सतगुरु नानक परगटया
My Deputy Lieutenant, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, and good afternoon. A very warm welcome to all of you. We all have gathered here today to celebrate convivial 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikh religion. Guru Nanak traveled far and wide, spreading the word of tolerance, community cohesion, and teaching people to how to live peacefully and coexist. We all, unfortunately, are going through very troubled times, as you all may know. There's a lot of work has gone behind the scenes. The committee, the gurdwaras, the mandirs, the temples, Birmingham Central Library, the police department, emergency services, everybody has been helping. And we really, in particularly, very, very grateful to our music director today, who has worked tirelessly since last 3 months to put this particular music on this particular very prestigious venue. I would like to introduce Ustad Preetam Singh Ji.
My Deputy Lieutenant, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me that Global Sikh Vision gave me this great opportunity and honor to write the arrangement and do the coordination for the music piece. It's been an incredible journey. Please forgive me for having my back towards you, but I have to face the musicians. It's been an incredible journey, and it's quite surreal just to be here with 550 choral and musicians and some great maestros, by Sujit Singh Ji also, and many others. There's one thing that we were quite determined and never lost faith in, was to make this happen, regardless of all the hurdles and difficulties we faced. It just made us more determined and aim to have this moment. So we thank you for your attendance here. Thank you to all the team who believed and got us here, and I hope with Guru Nanak Dev Ji's God's grace that we can do a worthy performance on this great occasion. I would just like to point out that with the singing of hymns, as we will be doing, we do not applaud after the performance. If I could request you please not to applaud and wait until Mr. Kohli initiates the following program with the speeches, and then to the end of the program. So with all your blessings, we will begin the performance.
The fire of Kali Yuga, the age of downfall, was at its height of evil and destruction, of all sacredness. people forcefully stripped of their religious beliefs and spiritual practices. Thus, Mother Earth cried out to the heavens to be saved from the tortures of evil. It was the middle of the night, with a beautiful full moon shining bright in the sky above Dalwandi, a small village on the river banks of Ravi. There was a mystical silence as Mother Earth hailed the blessed birth of a Saviour, Guru Nanak.
सतगुरु नानक प्रगटिया मिटी तुंद जग चानन होवा.
With emergence of the true Guru Nanak, the mist cleared and the world was illuminated. The opening words of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, the sacred scriptures are:
एक ओंकार सतनाम.
There is one God, truth is his name. This testament was to be the core essence of Guru Nanak's message to share to the world: equality and oneness. Nanak travelled widely throughout the world, covering over 28,000 kilometres between 1500 AD to 1524 AD. He sang the divine message of God, accompanied on the stringed rubab played by his companion, Bhai Mardana. On his divine mission, he visited various religious groups and centers of Hindus, Muslims, Jainis, Sufis, Yogis, and Siddhas.
Guru Nanak says, Tere naam aneka, roop ananta, kehen na jai, tere gun kete.
Your names are so many, and your forms are endless. No one can tell how many gracious virtues you have.
मैं मूर्ख की केतक बात है, कोट पराधी तरया रे, गुरु नानक जिन सुनिया पेख्या, से फिर गर्भास न परया रे.
I am just a fool, but millions of sinners like me have been saved. Those who have heard and seen Guru Nanak do not descend into the womb of reincarnation again.
fifth stanza of Sri Japji Sahib, Guru Nanak Sahib reiterates the message of oneness. Je ho jana, आखा नाही, कहना कथन न जाई, गुरा एक देह बुझाई, सबना जियां का एक ताता, सो मैं विसर न जाई.
Even though I know God, I cannot narrate him. He cannot be described by words. The Guru has explained one thing to me. There is but one bestowed for all the beings. May I never forget him.
Thank you, everybody. Please stay seated. We would like to honor Deputy Lieutenant who is gracing the event on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, and according to the protocol, we have to revere and respect. As Her Majesty the Queen is here, on behalf of Global Sikh Vision, all Gurdwara Sahibs, all of you, we would like to honor Deputy Lieutenant with a Siropao and a Siri Sahib, the highest respect, marking the 550th convivial birth anniversary of Sahib Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. 1 second. Thank you for being patient. I would like to invite Deputy Lieutenant to share a couple of words on this very special 550th occasion. Deputy Lieutenant, please.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mick Laverty and I am a Deputy Lieutenant for the West Midlands. I'm absolutely delighted to join you today as Her Majesty the Queen's representative to celebrate the 550th anniversary of the birth of Guru Nanak. Amongst other things, the West Midlands Lieutenancy exists to promote and encourage community cohesion and charitable initiatives. So I am particularly delighted to be here today to celebrate the founder of the Sikh religion, whose universal message of peace, love, unity and equality, regardless of gender, caste, colour or creed, couldn't be more relevant in today's turbulent times. I'm also delighted to support your fundraising for Children in Need, a charity that does such fantastic work across the UK, and to support promoting awareness of the Sikh community and Sikh values. I really enjoyed the Nanak Rhapsody performance and would like to congratulate every one of the performers. You were absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for inviting me today to today's celebrations. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Deputy Lord Lieutenant, distinguished guests, and Pyari Sad Sangat Ji, thank you so much for inviting me to speak here today to celebrate the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. It really is an honour. I want to give a special thanks to Global Sikh Vision, Birmingham City Council and Children in Need for organising this event. In a time when we are constantly reminded about division, it is vital that we support events like this, which bring together so many people to celebrate Guru Nanak Dev Ji's universal messages. Messages which hold as true and are as important today as they have been for the past 5 centuries. As we celebrate Guru Nanak Dev Ji, let us all remember him and as an exemplar of our faith, a visionary, a revolutionary, whose verses still ring true today. There is much for us all to learn from him. Undoubtedly, society has changed beyond recognition in the last half millennium. On so many things, we've made great strides. It would have been unthinkable for a Sikh woman to become a British Member of Parliament just a few decades ago. And in a way, I consider my own election in 2017 as facilitated by the legacy of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings. However, there is also so much work to be done, and it remains with us to carry forth Guru Nanak Dev Ji's message and realise his vision of a world where people are equal and at peace. So the story goes, one morning, Guru Nanak Dev Ji disappeared into the river where he'd go daily for his wash. And for days he was nowhere to be found, until on the 3rd day he re-emerged, sodden and bearing the word of God. Nako Hindu, nako Musliman. There is no Hindu, there is no Muslim, he said. Meaning beneath our many surfaces and identities, humankind is one with God. Ik Oankar. In his life, Guru Nanak Dev Ji sought to teach us that there is one fundamental barrier that we must all reach to overcome, and that is Homme, literally meaning I, myself. His is a message that says we are a global community who have a duty to each other to fight injustice and division and promote harmony, equality and peace. As many of you will know, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was an early feminist. He promoted fairness and championed gender equality. He denounced discrimination of the sexes. As one of his most well-known verses shows, he says, "From woman, man is born. Within woman, man is conceived. To woman, he is engaged and married. Woman becomes his friend. Through woman, the future generations come. When his woman dies, he seeks another woman. To woman, he is bound. So why call her bad, from whom kings are born? From woman, woman is born. Without woman, there would be no one at all. O Nanak, only the true Lord is without a woman. That mouth which praises the Lord continuously is blessed and beautiful. O Nanak, those faces shall be radiant in the court of the true Lord." More than simply erasing difference, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's verse acknowledges inequality between the genders and argues against it, asserting the inherent equality between all who lead a good life. I take inspiration from this verse, as I believe we cannot eradicate inequality without both addressing it and also understanding what values are worthy to take their place. It is in that spirit of equality and social justice that I've worked in Parliament, which has just ended, as a chair of the All-Party Parliamentary Group for British Sikhs. We led on amendments made to the Offensive Weapons Bill to ensure that Sikhs who purchase and possess the 50 centimetres Qurban do not face discrimination simply for observing a tenet of their own faith. And we promoted a code of practice for employers to ensure Sikhs are welcome to bring their whole self to the workplace. And we worked to ensure that comprehensive data on Sikhs is gathered so
so policy making is better informed, where Sikhs have all too often been omitted or misrepresented in statistics, for example, in hate crime. On our campaign for a Sikh ethnic tick box in the 2021 census, I want to express my gratitude to the Sikh organisations and Gurdwaras, as well as all those non-Sikhs that have supported this campaign, and many of them are here today. So today, as we celebrate the birth of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, let us also celebrate and honour each other in this room today and in the country, and let us consider the ways that we carry forward his legacy. Guru Nanak taught us that a truly spiritual person engages not with his or her family, but with the community. And in Birmingham, we've seen lots of different activism based within different sections of the community, and particularly around the education of our children. We should always strive for unity and harmony between communities, the importance of virtue and value-led education, both secular and faith-based, and above all, the hope for peace, both internationally and at home. My father, the late Daljit Singh Shergill, who was president of the Guru Nanak Gurdwara for 18 years, set up the first food bank during the 1980s recession in Smethwick. He worked with the miners during their strikes and raised funds to support them. He championed interfaith working, and this is the teaching of selfless service or seva that we should aspire to provide, and something that he passed on to me. So in a time of division, rising hatred and inequality, our values and a commitment to seeing the world and its people come together as one is one that we sorely need. So to see so many of our young people participating today from all backgrounds sets an example of us all coming together. So let us remember that, and let that example shine as we pass on the torch again to the generations to come. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you. Now, for the final speech, of today, I'd like to introduce Assistant Chief Constable Vanessa Jordan.
Thank you very much for the welcome.
सतगुरु नानक परगटया मिटे तुंद जग जानन हो.
I'd just like to say this has been absolutely splendid. What a wonderful, wonderful event and celebration for the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Thank you for inviting me, and on behalf of West Midlands Police, I'd just like to say it's been a brilliant event. We work very hard in West Midlands Police around our communities. You are such an important part of the policing environment and of being in the West Midlands. I've only been here a very, very short time, but the welcome I've received has been wonderful. Enjoy your celebration today and in the following weeks. It's been fantastic, and thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Finally, as you know, we are celebrating this 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the founder of Sikh religion, in aid to BBC Children in Need. We thought it will be very, very good idea if we try to celebrate on 10th of November, because Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Prakash Utsav 550th falls on 12th of November, and annual BBC Children in Need is on 15th of November. So they very respectfully accepted our idea, And we today here are requesting all of you, because Guru Maharaj ne bhi sanu Guru Maharaj ne daswand deਣ ਦਾ ਹੁਕਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ. What better way if we could donate whatever you feel like, so that ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਾਇਆ ਹੈ BBC Children in Need ਨੂੰ ਦਈਏ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕੀਏ ਕਿ we also British, we do contribute and we are proud to be part of this great charity. So आप जी अगे सारे अगे बेनती है कि आप जी जो भी तुहाड़ा दिल करता है BBC Children in Need दस्ते किरपा करके आपने इत्थे आप जी चाहते हो तो रसीद कटा सकते हो या इत्थे बकेट्स पईयां ने जो भी तिलफुल आप जी दा होए. Really grateful for that. I would like to invite Mr. Tripathi ji, if he's around here, please come to the stage. Tripathi ji.
First of all, thank you for inviting me here, and I would like to wish everyone on the 550th anniversary of Shri Guru Nanak ji. It was a complete privilege to be here, and we, as a part of World Book of Records, we try to find out such events where create a exemplary example amongst the communities. And I really want to congratulate Kohli ji because he invited me, and I'm pretty much satisfied as the event that has been taken place and the arrangements around. So I would like to call Kohli ji, please come up on the stage once. And this is the certification from World Book of Records. That's been the event that has happened today is one of its kind.
We are really grateful that we were able to achieve this attempt where 550 musicians and chorus ensemble to sing the praise of Guru Nanak Sahib Ji. We did not have any idea. Recently, I just looked at on the left side because I could not see from here where I'm standing. So I just received a text and I was told to invite for this particular honor. ये जड़ा सत्कार है, ये छोटे मुँह बड़ी बात हो मूर्ख कारे लाया नानक हर कम्मे. असी अपने नू बहुत ब्लैस्ड समझते हैं कि आप सारे ही ने दूरों नेड़ियों चल के इस इवेंट दे विच भाग लिया, सानू सत्कारिया, साड़ी इस इवेंट विच हिस्सा पाया. We are really feel that we are honored. ये सब गुरु महाराज दी वडियाइयां, आपे दी वडियाइयां, आपे करम कराइंदा, वडो वड्डा वड मेदनी, सिरे सिर तंदे लाइंदा. आप मेरे तो ज़्यादा सूझवान हो. तहे दिल तो आप सारी साथ संगत जिहड़े इत्थे आए हैं उन्हां दा धन्नवाद है. बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड्स दे विच इस इवेंट नूं दर्ज कराउण वास्ते आप जी दा धन्नवाद है जी. मैं हुण मेरे वीर जगी साहब नूं कहांगा वो आके थैंक्स करके इस इवेंट नूं असीं कंक्लूड करांगे. ते बिफोर यू ऑल डिस्पर्स असीं इत्थे पिछे एक सरकार खालसा दे जेनविन नानक शाही सिक्कियां दी एग्जीबिशन लाई है. They are about 300 to 400-year-old genuine articles. Lot of energy and effort has gone to organize this. The reason to exhibit the coins, नानक राज चलाया सचकोट संतानी नीव दे. सिक्का उदा चलता है जिसका राज होए. असी अपनी यंग जनरेशन नूं दसना चाहते हैं कि इंडिया ते सिखा ने भी राज किया. So before you all disperse, I would like to invite you to visit the exhibition, and I would like to invite Jaggi Saab to say a few words, and then we will disperse. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
My Deputy Lieutenant, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. It's my privilege to say a few words of thank you for all of those who have helped us to arrange this excellent event in a fairly short time. And on behalf of the committee, I'd like to thank the musicians, the teachers, the parents, the guardians, in believing in us and
being here and being part of this, because without you, this obviously would not have happened. And all of the donors who have helped with this excellent event. All of the guests, again, who have supported us just today and throughout the whole of the setup of this event. I'd like to special thanks to the Deputy Lieutenant who has attended this event today, and obviously today being Remembrance Day, obviously you would have been inundated with other requests, so we thank you dearly for being here. Our special thanks goes to Ravi Kohli Baji, who's had the vision at the start to put this event on, and his family. Roped us all in along the way, and all I can say is wow, what a day. It's all come together. It's been absolutely fantastic. A big thank you to the committee and all of their efforts that they've put in, and as well today and last weekend with the rehearsals, to all the volunteers that have been part of it as well, because without all of this involvement, again, this event wouldn't have happened. This is the first event that we've put together, and we hope you've all enjoyed it, and we hope you'll be on the journey with us, with us along the way, because we hope there will be more to come. Like to obviously, there's a big special thanks to Ustad Preethamji, who has put on this absolutely awesome piece of music and put all of this on today, and we spoke about it along the journey, and then one day we were sitting in this committee room and having the talk about how it's all going to come about, and he gets this marker pen and he starts to map it out on this whiteboard, and from then it was just like, this is Preetham Michael Jackson, our version of it, because he's done a fantastic job. Yes. I hope I've covered everybody, but in case I haven't covered everybody, I'd like to apologise, because everybody that's here today has been part of either making it happen, as in the journey to get here, or making it happen today. So apologies if I have missed anybody. Finally, I'd like to just wish you all a very safe journey home from wherever you need to get back to, because we have had some people travel quite some distance to get here. Just before I finish, I'd just like to say, I think from all of the guests, I think we just give a massive round of applause to everybody here who has absolutely put on an absolute brilliant performance. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Jaggi Saab. Now, as we have to follow the protocol, Deputy Lieutenant will leave the premises, and then we shall disperse slowly. Thank you. Thank you, sir.